PJ, tell us about money.
Money. So we have a full definition of money here from Merriam-Webster dictionary, and this is the online version here, and they give us a pretty decent definition. It's something generally accepted as a medium of exchange, a measure of value, or a means of payment. Let me give a few examples here as officially coined or stamped metal currency, money of account, paper money. Then it says wealth reckoned in terms of money. That's interesting. But I think the first one is really where we want to stay for the moment, unless you have something else to say.
No, that's it. But generally accepted. Well, okay, yeah, I do have something else to say. We're gonna look deeper into what money means. But today's definition of money is this one: something generally accepted as a medium of exchange, a measure of value, or a means of payment. It's a medium of exchange to facilitate the exchanging of property. It's also a means of storage, of purchasing power, right? Rather than having to store goods for exchange, you can just store money and then you have purchasing power. Thus, it takes the place of barter and trade. Now,
it also takes the place of bulky gold and silver exchange as well. So it had to do with the not just independent storage, just pockets full of coinage. I agree with you. 100%.
Well, paper money does, but both are money, and in today's definition. Okay, so there's different kinds of there's coin, there's money account, there's paper money. This is the modern definition of money, and it's accepted generally worldwide because of the way we use money today. However, we want to look a little deeper at money and coins. Hopefully, most people here read Coins Financial School, which is a marvelous lesson in money. And we're going to talk about it tonight, but it was given as the homework, or part of the homework, in the member portal at GTEN.org. And so let's look at, or do we have that under the next word? I think we do. This is the modern definition of money. All I want to point out is it was not always the definition of money. Okay, and as we get further into this, you'll see why.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That brings us to our next term, which is primary money. And that's what you're kind of hinting towards, correct?
Right. Okay. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Primary money, and coins goes into a good description of primary money. Which,
that's
if you look up,
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but when I looked up primary money, I couldn't find a definition. So I'm glad they have a definition for it. So,
right. Well, because primary money doesn't exist in the current system, so we have to go back and look at what money used to be. And primary money is what I would say, a couple hundred years ago, up to thousands of years ago, was real money. Was what people considered money. And we've got a new definition, that one we just showed you, of money, that has come into being since paper money has become since specifically paper money backed by nothing has come to be the medium of exchange. Mm-hmm. So let's look at what Coins had to say about primary money, and you can see from the verbiage he uses that it was what he considered money, not just some other, not just a type of money, but what he thought of as real money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. For those of you that are following along with us at home, this is page 49 of Coins Financial, and I believe page 61 of the PDF, just in case you're having trouble, trying to find that.
You scrolled down, PJ. You had it right.
Right here is where we're going to start. So.
Yeah. Okay. We are now dealing with money as a science, and strictly speaking, nothing is money except that commodity which has been selected to be money. Commodity being the key word there. It is a common thing for us to refer to national banknotes, greenbacks, and other forms of paper money as money. After a nation has fixed what its money shall be, it then issues different forms of credit money, all of which are directly or indirectly redeemable in the commodity to which a fixed and stable value has been given. This is done for convenience and to facilitate commerce and the exchange of property. It does not add $1 to your actual money, but represents your real money, and being easier to carry is a convenience. I said that kind of wrong. Represents your real money, and being easier to carry is a convenience. All money may be a medium of exchange, but primary money only is the measure of values. And elsewhere, he talks about values as exchange value, in the sense that, where's the quote? Okay, Coin calls it exchange value in the sense that a civilized or uncivilized person will barter or trade one property for another is the primary value of all property. All money may be a medium of exchange, but primary money only is the measure of values. Credit money is not a measure of values. It is a medium of exchange only. I will refer to money proper as redemption or primary money, and in speaking generally of all other forms of money, we'll use the term credit money. When he talks about redemption money, that means it's the money that you redeem some other piece of paper or something for, right? I think he talks more about that, but if he doesn't, we'll cover that a little more. There are two kinds of credit money as to the material out of which they are made. One is made on paper and embraces all forms of government and banknotes that are issued from time to time as authorized by law. The other is token money. Token money is made from some metal that does not enjoy free coinage. Credit money of all kinds circulates by reason of its being redeemable directly or indirectly in money, in redemption money, property money. A piece of paper money or token money is a promise of the government to pay so much money. The money is promised in redemption money. With so much paper or credit money in your possession, there is supposed to be that much redemption money to your credit with the government or bank issuing it. It is a check to bearer for money when presented. Hence it's called credit money. It circulates on the credit of the government, on the confidence of the people that the government will be able to redeem it if it is presented. I have taken pains to impress on you the distinction between actual money and credit money, as no just comprehension of our monetary system as a science can be had without it. Actual money was too cumbersome to handle in all the transactions of business, and this gave rise to issuing credit money representing it. Like wheat in your wheat elevators, certificates are issued to those who put their wheat there. Such certificates are traded in. Each time one of them is transferred, it is equivalent to transferring the wheat itself. Wheat is behind the certificates. A man does not carry a brick house around in his pocket, but he can carry the deed to it. When you have credit money in your pocket, you are carrying around with you the title to property of that commercial value. In issuing dollar for dollar of credit money to redemption money, it is not necessary that the government should keep the latter at all times in its treasury in full amount to redeem all the credit money. Experience teaches that so long as sufficient redemption money is in the country, the credit of the government can be depended upon to get it. But it cannot strain the proportion beyond such amount without making the danger imminent and the lack of confidence great. If there is $1,000 million of redemption money in the United States in its treasury, its banks, and among its people, then 1,000 millions of credit money can be safely used and not more. If you want to increase the currency, you must, in safety, do it by adding to the redemption money, and for each dollar so added, $1 of credit money may be added. We thus see that money primarily is a commodity, property, a thing of value, possessing an exchange value with all other property. That credit money is a title to the commodity money. That in the exchange value between commodity money and all other property, credit money does not add anything. It facilitates, makes convenient the transaction of business. Just as your wheat certificates add nothing to the exchange value of wheat or the things for which wheat are exchanged, yet they facilitate its exchange. This commodity money is the measure of values. Its quantity becomes the measure, and each dollar is a part of that measure. Credit money adds nothing to its value. It only facilitates the transaction of business based on the measures of values. Okay, let's leave it at that. So what you see here is that the opinion of money back then was that it had possibly two sorts, commodity money and credit money, or primary money. That was the basis of money and the real money. And then credit paper money could be issued as long as there was an equal amount of commodity money. Okay? That's a very different view of money than we have today, and we're going to explore that more today. But it's a good starting point.